What's up everyone, it's Corey Kingston here from Drum Brigade. Hey, I got something new today. I'm gonna test it out, I'm gonna review it. It's the Aquarian Articulator drum head. This is a 14-inch. I'm gonna try this out on my Odery Cafe Kit kick drum. And so I'm gonna review it, see how it sounds, see how it plays. Let's check it out. All right, so once again, I got the Articulator kick drum head or bass drum head by Aquarian, and then I also got the super thin Aquarian kick pad that will be hit by the beater. So just a little bit about this this product. I got this for my Odery kick drum. It's a 14-inch. It's really hard to find kick drum heads for a 14-inch kick. So I put like a triple threat Aquarian on there just to last me until I got this thing. But it sounds good. I put some like muffling in there. Like I try to make it sound as good as I could, but I hit up Aquarian and asked them if they could make a super kick. And this is what they sent over. So I think this is used for marching band kick drums or bass drums, I should say. But we're gonna try it on a kick drum today. I also want to try this on a few other things. I want to try it on my 14-inch snare. Probably going to sound really bad, but who knows? Let's try it. And then I also have a 14-inch floor tom snare. It's a floor tom and a snare. I want to try this on that, and then as well as my kick drum. So let's test it out, see how it sounds. All right, so I got it out of its package. It looks so nice and clean. One thing that I love about Aquarian heads, and this is the reason why I use Aquarian heads, is even before you put them on your drums, I don't know if you can hear that, but they already have tone to them. They already sound like a kick drum, and I haven't even put it on a drum yet. That's awesome to me. I love that. All right, so first I'm gonna throw this thing on my snare and see how it sounds. So I just want to try it because it's a 14-inch bass drum head and I want to have some fun with this before I throw it on my kick drum. So let's try it on a snare first. All right, so I have the Articulator drum head on my snare. This is a Tama copper hand hammered 14-inch by 6, I believe. This is my ringiest snare that I have. So it sounds like really ringy. I use this for a lot of reggae gigs, recordings, all that stuff. So I thought I'd throw this on here and see how it sounds. Doesn't sound like I thought, doesn't sound as cool as I thought, go figure. I mean, I'm putting a kick drum head on a snare, but check it out. This is what it sounds like. All right, so there it is on a 14-inch snare drum. It's not that bad. It would be cool like as a like alternate snare drum. I probably wouldn't use it as my main snare drum head, but like this snare really sounds like really ringy normally. So it like totally takes that ring out. Sounds pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely different. I haven't heard a snare that sounds like that. It sounds like a real deep, like 80s sounding snare. So like I said, I would use this as an alternate snare maybe. But it's pretty cool so far. I can't wait to hear it on this floor tom though. Let's do that. All right, so I have a Masters of Maple 14 by 14 gum cherry floor tom here with a snare addition on there. Well, I don't know if you can see it. There you Snare, it's a trick throw off. Right now it has a Weather King Suede Emperor on there. So we're gonna swap that out for this Aquarian kick drum head. So let's give it a shot. Here's what it sounds like. All right, so let's swap this head out and see how it sounds with the articulator on there. All right, so here's what it sounds like with the articulator bass drum head on the Masters of Maple 14x14 snare floor tom. All right, so I like the articulator a lot more on the floor tom snare than I do on the regular snare. They both sound pretty cool on the snare, but I particularly like it on the floor tom snare when the snare is turned on. It's less ringy. It still sounds pretty cool as a floor tom, but I wouldn't want it as my main floor tom. Again, I would want it as an alternate snare. I think it would sound really cool as an alternate snare. So that's it on the 14x14 Masters of Maple floor tom. Let's try this thing on the drum that I bought it for on the kick drum. All right, so I'm gonna throw this on the Odery Cafe kit. It's a 14-inch, I believe 14x12 kick drum. I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me on that, but It's a 14-inch kick drum. Right now I have a triple threat on there. I'm gonna throw this articulator on there. I'm sure it's gonna sound good, but let's test it out. Here's what it sounds like before I throw the head on there. All right, so let's throw this articulator on this 14-inch Odery Kick drum. All right, so the articulator bass drum head with the Aquarian super thin kick pad is on there now. I have the Jack DeJohnette single ply on the other side with a Remo muffler. So let's hear how that sounds. Alright, so there you have it. It's the Articulator bass drum head, 14-inch on my Odery Cafe kit bass drum. I think it sounds pretty good. I'm gonna have to mess with the tuning a little bit though. I might take that Remo muffler off. Right now it sounds a little bit too muffled, but I think if it's mic'd up at my next gig, it might sound really good. So if you want to pick one of these up, go to aquarian.com. Get yourself one of these Articulator kick drums if you have a 14-inch kick drum, or if you have a snare drum that you want to throw it on as an alternate snare, like I did in this demo.
Drum Brigade.